Hello everybody and welcome to a new game! Battletech! Yes, because who doesn't enjoy watching giant robots stomping around blasting each other with massive guns? So, without any further ado, we are gonna get into this, but first, one last thing I have to do. I have to give a huge shout out to longtime viewer and good friend Matt Wick for gifting me all the expansions for this game. So thank you so much for that. I really do appreciate it. And if you consider that to mean that this video is sponsored content, then, well, you've been informed. So I've completed my due diligence on that side as well. So let's go ahead and start a career, I think. New game, here we go. Career mode is suggested for... Oh, okay, no, not a career then. Okay, let's back out and do campaign then. That's the one we need. Standard campaign, please. There we go. So for anyone who isn't familiar with this game, it is a turn-based strategy game based off of the tabletop game of the same name, Battletech, which induced many spin-off games, including Mech Warrior, which you may well have heard of. They're all set in the same universe. Once this thing finishes loading, we can get on with some stompy goodness, and you can see what I'm talking about. Damn, this is a long loading screen. There we go.
I am Kamea of House Arano, High Lady of the Oregon Reach, Protector of Coromadir, and the Sword of Restoration. But I am not a hero, no matter what the stories say. A hero would have sacrificed more, compromised less. A hero would have done better. You know this, of course. You were there. My father used to tell me stories about the ancient times, about the Star League, a golden age of prosperity, upheld by the great mech warriors of old, guardians of the innocent, protectors of the peace. I always dreamed of following in their footsteps. I was too young to see the truth of things. After all, it wasn't heroism or a noble cause that won me the throne. It was hiring a mercenary, skilled enough, perhaps ruthless enough, to carry the day. Hiring you. I still don't know if you fought for honor or for the thrill of it, for belief in my cause, or just in my money. But whether it was your noble heart or mercenary mind, your actions gave us hope. That makes you a hero in the eyes of history. Whether you believe it, that's up to you.
There we go, a little bit of background on what's going on. That's basically assumed I've already won, of course, and it's looking back on the events of what I'm about to do. So, welcome to the Oregon Reach. The Oregon Reach is a small kingdom in the Rimwood Periphery, a region of space that lies out at the outskirts of the more densely colonized inner sphere. It is home to the Oregon Coalition, a federation organized around a parliamentary monarchy ruled by the Arano family. For 3 generations under the rule of House Arano, the Oregon Coalition has remained a relatively peaceful corner of the periphery. It is here your story begins. Okay, so decades ago your family came to the Reach from, and we have a lot of options here. Where do I want to have originated from? Rimwood Periphery? Deep Periphery? Could be fun. I've always personally liked the clans, which annoyingly still aren't in this game. I was hoping one of the DLCs would give us clan stuff, but nope. And I guess Deep Periphery is about as close as I'm gonna get to being a clanner, so yeah, let's go with Deep Periphery. Sure, why not? I don't think this makes too much of a difference to the gameplay. It just changes some of the dialogue options that could come up. You are of noble birth. Ooh. Though immigrants to the Oregon Reach, your family soon established a comfortable presence in a small backwater system on the edge of Oregon space. By the time you were born, your family had become the de facto ruling nobility of the system's only inhabited planet. You were the oldest child, heir to the family's titles and ancestral battle mech, an old Blackjack BJ1 even. Ah, the Blackjack. This is where you met Raju Mastiff Montgomery, a veteran of the Succession Wars whom your parents hired on for a season to train you as a mech warrior. Raju was a strict but capable teacher, and you quickly became a skilled pilot under his tutelage. It was an uneventful life. Until the day your 16th birthday, when... This will actually have an effect on my skill, so... If I wanted to play tactically, I could decide based off of this, but... For that, I want to decide thematically. So, was I exiled? Did I strike out on my own? Did the family go bankrupt? Did my family die in an accident? Or was my I think the family was betrayed, damn it. Family was betrayed and the seats of power destroyed. You defeated the betrayers, but you were the sole surviving member of your house. With nothing but your family's ancestral blackjack left to call your own, you set off to make a new life for yourself. Yes, I like the sound of that. Out on your own, you fell into the life of a... Solaris Gladiator could be fun. Frontier Pirates even. Oregon Coalition Soldier. Sphere mercenary. Well, I'm not sure I wanted to be a mercenary before I become a mercenary in the game, so I think maybe not mercenary. Freelancer, that's basically a mercenary but under another name, really. Merchant Guard. No, I think a Solaris Gladiator. Took your skills as a mech warrior to the famed arena planet of Solaris 7. There you eked out a living as a gladiator, fighting for the crowd in minor arenas, getting by from paycheck to paycheck. Until years later you crossed paths with Raju Mastiff Montgomery once again. You were a low-level champion, down on your luck and one bad fight away from the gutter, until Raju heard about you. He trekked all the way to Solaris to offer you passage back to the Oregon Reach, and a job in the House Serrano Royal Guard. So it is that you find yourself reunited with your old mentor, preparing your ancestral blackjack for guard duty on the coronation day of Lady Camilla Arano. Okay, here we go. Well, I'm obviously a he. So let's go to the male portraits. Let's find something that looks suitably like my mech warrior, shall we? What do I want to look like? This guy has jumped out to me so far. Let's see if there's anything else that... Maybe this one. Actually, yeah. Customize it a bit as well if I wanted to. I'm not sure I want to get too deep into this. So I could always change the clothing, of course. That's not too... Let's find something I like the look of. I kind of like that one actually. Camera. Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, that'll do. Don't want to get too stuck into this in this first video, so let's go with that. Okay, call sign. What is my call sign? Well, obviously, it is Subtlestrife. There we go. First name and last name. Let's just randomize those. Find something I like the look of. Dean, sure, let's be a Dean. Dean Richards, sure, why not? That seems a normal enough name. Dean Subtlestrife Richards. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to start off with 4 gunnery. Nice. 2 piloting, 2 tactics, and 3 guts. Nice, nice, nice. So yeah, these are the main stats of the game. Gunnery determines the chance to hit with ranged weaponry. Higher skill is an effective counter to evasion and environmental effects that hamper targeting. Piloting increases melee hit chance and base sprint distance. Also improves the threshold of stability that triggers unsteady. Tactics increases the effectiveness of called shot opportunities. It also reduces the penalty for indirect fire and improves the minimum range of weaponry. And Guts improves maximum health of the mech warrior. It also reduces the penalty from weapon recoil and increases the threshold of heat that triggers overheated. So there we go. Okay, let's go ahead and confirm this and get stuck in. After another cutscene. The High Lord Tamati Arano II is dead. The Oregon Reach is left at an uncertain crossroads. Once prosperous, it is now a kingdom in decline, surrounded by powerful neighbours. Lord Santiago Espinosa, brother-in-law to the late High Lord, is convinced that the slow-moving Council of Hounding Houses must be dissolved. His proposed directive would conscript their house guard and centralise power under something. However, the High Lord's heir, the noble Lady Camilla Arano, is determined to rebuild the Reach without transforming it into an authoritarian state. She refuses to enact her uncle's directive and has rebuked his vehement pleas to reconsider. On the morning of Lady Arano's ascension to the throne, her loyal captain of the guard, Raju Mastiff Montgomery, makes preparations to escort her safely to the coronation procession that awaits in Cordia City. Coronation Day, Arano Summer Palace, 8:53 local time. I can read. Just. And now we have a loading section. Okay, and the loading screen. As opposed to just a blank screen, which is much better. Come on. Prepping for combat, I know that. Okay, begin mission. There we go.
Command interface initiated.
So here we have the tutorial. Let's do a little bit of moving around. There we go. Rotation. Okay, Subtlestrife, I had the Espinosa refit yards rush the repairs on your blackjack. Looks like it's all in one piece, but we should run some diagnostics on it just to be sure. Standard field tests, so you know the drill. More importantly though, I want to tell you about the job I brought you out here to do. Now do me a favour and get that battle mech moving. Let's see if there are any kinks in the actuators. Okay.
I'll come right out and say it, kid. I wasn't completely honest with you the other day. There's gonna be more to this job than escort duty.
Let's go ahead and move over there, and then I get to choose the facing. Facing that way looks good, so whee! I brought you here because there's something wrong in the capital. It's been too quiet since High Lord Tamati's funeral, and I'm worried about Lady Camilla's safety during her coronation procession. Anyway, looks like your actuators check out. Let's conduct a weapons test. Target one of those burnt-out old urban mechs and open fire.
Like I was saying, I can't prove anything. but my gut tells me something's off, and a warrior trusts their instincts.
If you note down in the bottom right, you get odds of whether or not you're going to hit with any given weapon on a given target, which is a very nice feature of this game. There we go. Let's go ahead and... You know what? Let's not waste ammo on this. That's one thing you can do. You can decide whether to fire a given weapon, which is quite important actually, because you've got a thing over here called heat. And if you get too hot, you shut down, and that's never good in the middle of a combat. So let's go ahead and attack. Come on. Ah, there we go. Fire.
Enemy mech destroyed.
And according to that, I pretty much destroyed everything it had. Good shot. Your guns are in working order at least. Incoming tank. I've been training Lady Arano since she was 14 years old. She can be naive at times and proud, but I have no doubt that she'll be a just and effective ruler. It's on us to see her safely to Cordia City. I'll rest easier once she's in the capital with her cousin Victoria by her side. Lady Victoria, well, she's only been training under me for a single season, but she's already shaped herself into one of the strongest mech warriors I've ever seen. Reminds me a lot of you, truth be told. Anyway, we should run a check on your targeting computer. You see that drone over there? The one moving through the tree line? Put some hurt on it for me, and when it turns, take it out with a rear angle shot. After it's down, we'll keep moving.
Kamea's like a daughter to me, and her late father, High Lord Tamati, was a good friend.
Okay, well, again, no sense wasting ammo. Let's just use the lasers.
Engaging target.
And there you see that cover gives a damage reduction. There we go. And now it's going to show me that if I attack in the rear facing, it has less armor and is much more likely to die.
Targeting rear armor.
It also ignores cover, which is also very nice. Kaboom. One dead vehicle.
Enemy unit destroyed.
Nice shot. Now, I don't know how familiar you are with Oregon politics, but the Reach was badly shaken by the High Lord Tamati's death. It needs a smooth transition of power, and Kamea belongs on the Cormorant throne. Go ahead and fire up your jump jets, kid. I want to see you descend this cliff face. Aim for that patch of ground there, near the edge of the lake. Okay, so...
Victoria pulls no punches, but she's been a loyal companion to Kamea since they were kids. Aside from you, there's no one I'd rather have by my side in a fight.
Okay, and the cool thing about using jump jets is you can land facing wherever the hell you damn well please. But let's face it over near this target dummy, because I suspect that's what it's going to want me to shoot next.
Engaging jump jets.
Whee!
Enemy
I
detected.
can fly! Woo!
Yeah, I was afraid of that. Jump jets build a lot of heat, and that was more than your engine could handle. Head on into that water. We need to get you cooled off.
So yes, as I was saying, heat management is an important thing in this game. And there, my heat is absolutely critical. If I take any more heat whatsoever, I am just gonna shut down, straight up. So, but, going into water, as it says in the left there, reduces movement speed, but increases heat sinking ability by 50%, which is often worth the trade-off. Let's go ahead and have a little soak in this lake here. Ooh, warning, plasma leak detected. Jump jet malfunction. Jump jet systems damaged. System inoperable until repaired. Oh, for the love of all the gods. This is what I get for insisting on a rush job. Not that I had much of a choice. The Espinosa refit yards were backlogged like you wouldn't believe. It looked like they were trying to process every single Royal Guard mech in time for the coronation. There isn't any time to get your jump jets replaced, so we're gonna have to make do without them. Go ahead and take that mech down with a melee attack. I want to be sure nothing else is gonna break down on your blackjack before we take it out on the Cormorant Road. Okay. And yeah, you saw there, my heat just absolutely plummeted since I'm in the water. So yeah, to do a melee attack, I either move up right next to it, and that will allow me to do it, or I can press V, and that'll show me who I can reach, and automatically set it all up, and that's much better, because if you're not careful, you could easily screw up a melee attack. So if you're deciding to play along or something like that, press V. Just press V. Save yourself some headaches. Attack!
Engaging.
Headbutt! Good hit. At least that's solid. Alright, one last test. I want you to take your blackjack up to a sprint and evade my attack.
Push that engine, kid. If something goes wrong today, I want to know that your mech can maneuver.
Okay, so I've got to sprint over to here. Fair enough. And yeah, it says up here, the further you move, the more evasion charges you will gain. Each evasive charge makes you harder to hit, which is another big part of the game. Keeping moving can often be very important. Let's go ahead and sprint and face towards my target.
Full throttle.
Well, I say target, my opponent. Haha, you missed. Congratulations, Subtlestrife. Your blackjack's as combat ready as it can be given the circumstances. For what it's worth, I hope that my suspicions turn out to be unfounded, and we end the day having a good laugh about what a paranoid old man I've become. But if not, then I know that you're ready. Alright, it's time to move out. Lady Arano is waiting for us at the mech bay.
An impressive display, Sir Raju. Of course, this mech warrior was a student of yours. I'd expect them to know their way around a cockpit.
I can't remember whether that's the cousin or the lady herself. I can't remember. Right, let's get over here.
Full throttle.
Subtlestrife, allow me to introduce Kamea Arano. It was Kamea. The soon-to-be High Lady of the Oregon Coalition is... Oregon Coalition. Is Lady Victoria on this channel? For the time being, my father has summoned me to the Picton docks. I have a fleet inspection and a tour of the family refit yards to preside over before the coronation. Behold the responsibilities of a noble daughter. A fount of tedium that never runs dry. I know the feeling, cousin. By this time tomorrow, I'll be responsible for the entire reach. Give my best to your father, and don't be late for the tourney. The gambling dens are already taking bets on how long it'll take me to cripple that customized monstrosity you pilot. Bold words, cousin, but the only victory they'll be celebrating is mine. You may be ascending the throne today, but my cargo is more than a match for the family heirloom that you call a battle mech, and in the arena, I reign supreme. We'll see, cousin, we'll see. At any rate, I will see you at the tourney grounds. So Raju, I'm ready to go when you are. Overland along the Cormorant Road as the Arano tradition. Aye, Kamea. We'll get you there in one piece. Subtlestrife, fall in behind me. And remember what I told you.
Mission successful.
There we go, that's the first mission done. That's the tutorial bit out of the way. And we could get on to the main meat of the game in the next mission. Which I will probably save for the next video, though if memory serves, I think it pretty much just dumps me straight into this next mission without a chance to do much of anything, doesn't it? Hold on. Let's quickly find out what it's going to do here before I end this video.
I remember the Oregon Reach of old. time of the Great Expansion. I was just a boy then. Proudly we went forth, bringing the light of our coalition to so many systems. And for what? To see our great kingdom slowly waste away? Year after year, the Council deliberates while our economy falters, and the wolves bay at every door, while covetous neighbors plot against us. Well, I say, it can go no further. We are here today because if Lady Orana will not act, someone must. I know what I'm asking of you. You will face former comrades, or even loved ones, on the battlefield. I take up arms against my own niece. But remember, today we sacrifice so that tomorrow we can return our kingdom to its proper glory, to its proper strength. So should you fall tonight, know that you did so as true heroes of the Reach. To your stations, for the Directorate!
Yeah, so there you have it. It's gonna be civil war. A coup d'etat. Coronation Day, Cordia City outskirts, 1:22 local time. Or should I say 13:22? Should probably say 13:22, shouldn't I? Let's go with that. Another loading screen to enjoy. Eventually. There we go, come on. Let me get to the point where I can end this video, please. Come on. There we go.
Command interface initiated.
Talking. I'm going to miss this, Raju. The clarity of purpose that I feel in the cockpit of a battle mech. The simplicity of it. But there they are, just up ahead. The city gates and my future, all laid out before me. Wait, is that smoke? A guard post. One of the small ones that dot the roads leading into the capital. But the emergency band's been quiet all morning. I haven't heard anything about any fire.
This is damned odd, and I don't like it. Kid, keep your head on a swivel and be ready for anything.
There we go. That should do for ending this video. I will pick up this mission properly in the next episode. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and until next time, stay bad.